Amanda here from Create Your Future. So today we have Carol joining us. Hi, Carol.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, guys, we have an exciting non-SP related success story. So we actually have a story where somebody actually wanted to basically move to a completely, I don't know if it's town or country, but anyways, to
Country.
basically country, to change countries completely, to get a job close to their specific person. And she used her circumstances to actually speed up her manifestation. And I think this is so incredibly important because so often, okay, we resist our current reality and we don't want it, we don't want it, we don't want it, we want that over there. But when we do that, we just get more of what we don't want. But when we use what we don't want to help us to create what we want, we actually can speed it up a lot. So like usual, guys, when you listen to the success story, use it as a catalog, as a motivation. Say, this is going to happen to me. You know what? I'm going to be able to do it if they can. So watch your mental diet. And of course, like usual, once we do this, read the story, we are going to talk about some tips on how you can create this in your life. So awesome, Carol, we're ready for the story.
Okay, here I go. It goes, Dear Carol, here's my success story with some background information. I started coaching with Carol in the middle of August. Among so many things, one part of my desired life was to get a job that pays well and move abroad. By the beginning of the summer, there was no available jobs listed on the internet. Additionally, the COVID situation was still in the picture, traveling options were limited, my studies were on hold, and language courses were canceled. Regardless of that, I had a clear idea of what I want. On the first session with Carol, I told her that I want a specific person at a specific position at a specific institute in a specific city abroad. She gave me an action plan that covered the proper mental diet, mindset, and helped me to create a story where circumstances benefit me. Example, how to overcome not knowing the foreign language yet, or if there are any available positions at all. I reached out to the director of that institute twice and got no response. After sending my third email, I had a coaching session with Carol. She reminded me everyone is me pushed out and talked about my desired life. Our session cheered me up instantly. Later that night, I received the evaluation of my final school project, which turned out to be perfect. I called my mom and told her the good news. I literally said, how cool is that? My teacher can't ask any questions about my project. I am so proud of my work and everyone recognizes that. Of course, I dazzle everyone with my work because whatever I touch turns into gold. I love that. I love that. The next day, I went to work as usual. I had three statements alternating in my mind as a triangle. This is my last shift. I already have a job. And I imagined the word interview on a white blackboard as if I already had an answer from that person's email. That day, sitting on a bus and heading towards the gym, I was thinking about our session with Carol. It was so good to think about my life and its aspects the way that I want them to be. As I was looking through the window, my phone buzzed once in my hand. I looked on the screen. I almost dropped it. I received an email from that director abroad with the content. Dear such and such, sorry for the late reply. Would you be available for an online meeting sometime? Oh my God, of course, I replied. 15 minutes later, the next email came. Are you available now? We discussed to talk the next morning, where he offered me the job with the position I wanted. Looking back, I restored part of my self-concept and persisted in a story that led me to my desire. Now I know I am limitless and anything is possible. Thank you, Kara and Amanda. Thank you, Create Your Future. I will be back with another success stories very soon. Lots of love.
No, I love it. 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 I love how, she used, her job to say to like, yeah, this is my last day here and I'm getting that new job. Like that is so clever to do
Exactly.
that. That's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Every morning she would work because it's one of my favorite models. You need to use what you have and make it work for you. And
Yeah.
my clients out there, you know that I say that in every session. And she actually did. She would wake up every morning and she would say, today's my last day at work because I already have a job position. Today's my last day at work. And she would just walk around, look at everybody, look at the walls, and just work and think about today is my last day. And she did that every day until she actually got the interview and she got offered the job. And just thinking of herself as, there's no one like me. Like, there's no one better in the field. And just that affirmation, everything I touch turns into gold. That's powerful. That's insane. I think we should all just say that every day, every morning when you wake up. Just say that.
Exactly. No, absolutely. I mean, that's just it. It's working on our self-concept, right? Because, that's a big part of it, is us thinking and affirming that we're good enough to have what we want, that what we want wants us. And, because I think sometimes, when it's something we don't have yet, we feel like maybe we can't have it. We've got it on this pedestal. When something's on a pedestal, we can't knock it off the pedestal. We have to raise ourselves up and say, look, I am good enough to have whatever that is. I think that's so incredibly important,
Exactly.
because when we go to create, it comes from a feeling of being inferior and to what we could be, right? So inferior to ourselves as we see it with our manifestations. So that feeling, though, drives us to create, right? But if we don't, we have to acknowledge it and basically renounce it when we go for our manifestation, right? So we want that, $1 billion. Okay, I'm good enough to have that $1 billion a year, right? Take it, put yourself on that pedestal up there with it, to take it down from there,
Yes.
right?
And
Yeah.
and to add more to this, because I know that it works the same way with an SB, because we're all energy. The process is the same, right?
Right.
When we discuss everyone as you pushed out, we started talking about, just imagine them looking at your resume and just being in awe. Like, this is it. We don't have to interview anyone else. She's the one. She's perfect. She has it all. And
Yeah.
and she even affirmed that, about herself. But then I always say, just affirm who you are and make them agree with you, because they're you pushed out. You make the connection between the two. And it works so amazing, because even so, we covered all the circumstances, or what we thought were the blocks. And one of them was also the language barrier. And she actually manifested somebody to teach her the language for free. So she even got that as well. Yes, she even got that as well. So she's now learning the language. She has the job position. She got offered the amount of money that she was intending as well. And when during the job interview, he just looked at her. He was like, I'm going to hire you. I just needed to talk to you. I just needed to see you. So from the get-go, from day one, it was more like a meet and greet type of deal, because he knew he was going to hire her anyways. She knew he was going to hire her anyways, because those were her intentions. She felt it and she affirmed it, and she was on spot on that mental diet.
Oh, wow.
This is in a
Wow.
matter of weeks, like at 2 to 3 weeks from the day we started talking about it to the day we actually,
Mhm.
she actually told me the good news, I
Yeah.
got the job. So it was
Yeah.
very exciting.
That is so awesome. One way too, to use our circumstances to our advantage, just to go over a few scenarios. One of them would be like, for instance, you know, when say there's time that you're waiting, for like not waiting, but when you're first creating and manifesting someone and you have time, use that time to, really, map out, your self-concept and, so it's like quiet time, like for instance, I know when I first started dating Andrew, when he wasn't going to come over for the night, I would use that time to, work on my intentions, work on my goals, So it's about saying, okay, well, for instance, when people are in a breakup position, they're going to be getting back together. They say, well, this had to happen because I've worked on me and now I'm ready. So basically using everything to your advantage, like everything happens for a reason, using it,
Right.
the law of assumption to get you closer to what your actual goal is rather than resisting your current reality. I think that's so incredibly important. Like, what does resisting your current reality look like? Well, in your client's position, it would have been like, oh, I hate my job. I hate coming here. I don't want to be here. I want to be in Germany. Why do I got to be here another day? Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Right. So, so everybody look into your realities and where are you resisting it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And take a look at where, you can use it to your advantage to propel you forward, to make the assumption that, as if there was a breakup, okay, we're getting back together and we're both going to be ready for this relationship. It's going to be better than ever. We use the time to grow and here we go, so.
Yes, and it's funny you
Yeah.
say that because I during the pandemic, I only had one part-time job because I could no longer have my full-time job, and I actually took the time to manifest a lot of things that I wanted, and one of them was this job in particular because I was at home like doing this, like I need to find another job. And I always, of course, I just went back. I'm a therapist. That that's what I do. And I always thought to myself, I would love to do some. I would love to be a love attraction coach. I know I would be great. I know I would be amazing. I know this. I know this. I have been watching your channel for so long, and it had given me so many great things. And I remember the day that I actually decided, so I'm just going to send an email because you say email me something. I'm like, well, I'm gonna email her something. And then I'm just going to send this email and see what happens. And then within 3 days, Brandy emailed me back, and I'm like, oh my god! But those 3 days, I was intending like
That's funny.
crazy. I'm a great coach. I would be amazing. I know that I would do great things for other people, and I want to change people's lives. And I just went on and on and on in my head, and it actually came faster than I expected. So yes, I manifested this job consciously
You
with your
did.
own videos.
You did, right? Exactly, exactly. And you know what, guys, one thing I'd like to throw out there is yes, Carol is very unique. She does have a background in counseling and therapy as well. So she's very unique to our team. So if there are things, so you get 2-in-1 with her. So you do. She's amazing.
Thank you.
But I'm you pushed out, and I'm sure we had many applicants that were presented to me by Brandy, and then somehow I just chose yours, right? So
Yep.
I mean, because I saw it, and and everything was there, and so yeah, and I thought it was my idea. See, that's how everyone is used to works. I thought it
Well,
was
your
my idea.
videos were the ones that actually helped me get the job because that's the irony, right?
Exactly, but it's so like that, right? So here's me, right? Like I'm obviously intending somebody, show up with some sort of, a counseling therapy background that was, knows their stuff with law of attraction. That thought went out, it went to you, and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna send in.
Oh
And
yeah.
then or vice versa. At least that's my take on it, right? Your take would be like, no, I was sitting here one day, it was my idea. I wanted to, and I went and
Exactly.
you know,
In the middle of the pandemic, I had nothing to do, so I did not have a job. I used that moment and made it work for me. I created it. I meditated. And it worked out because I was at such peace inside, just knowing that something amazing was going to come out of all this. And it has been that way for me, as with this whole situation with the pandemic. I One of my intentions was, I am so blessed that I get to work from home because I get to
right.
spend time with my daughter, and I get to be here. And she's homeschooling right now because of this whole situation as well. So I am so blessed that I get to do that. And that was one of my intentions. And I use that time to create that.
Right. Well, you know what? That's funny again. So, with the pandemic, when it all first came about, I was like, okay, I'm going to use this time to, work on it, basically, work on things in my business because, and put that time towards that. So when, the vaccine comes and this is eradicated or whatever the case is, whatever ends up manifesting out of my zillion intentions for us to get through this, I'm ready to go out and do whatever I'm going to go do or want to do. Right. So yeah, I mean, really, that's what, again, using it to our advantage, right? Instead of, resisting it, right? So, intentions like, spending the time, like, one thing is we've learned technology. One thing I love that came out
Gosh.
of it is, like doctor's office visits. I'm like, I hope I never have to go into another office again. Like, honestly, it's great, right? So it's not all bad. Again, not resisting our reality, right? So I think that that's an important, is what are you, are you using the best use of your time? So instead of resisting the pandemic, I'm using it, as a time to, basically get my business all working on its own and growing it. So when I'm free to roam around, I'm able to just go up and roam around. Whereas if I was able to travel right now and go to Disneyland and stuff, it might be kind of hard to sit at home and do
Yes.
this, right?
Oh,
So
yes.
you know? Yeah,
Definitely. And I think
yeah,
it's very important to mention this because I've had several clients mention how can I manifest love during a pandemic? How I mean this woman manifested a job in another country and she completely ignored every circumstance. And I always say
yeah,
the process is the same. You want to manifest
yep,
love during a pandemic, you can definitely do it. You know, affirm
yep.
it. Your reality has to conform. There are no circumstances.
Exactly, exactly. There are no circumstances, right? The circumstances that exist are the ones that you create for yourself. Okay. So you know what? I mean, my famous one is like, I don't care how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen
Yes, my
now.
reality has to conform. I actually, one client, she actually met her SB because she was working from home and she needed Wi-Fi installed, and the guy that came to install the Wi-Fi, they fell in love. There you go. Love in the middle of a pandemic.
Right? Exactly.
So that's
Exactly.
amazing. That's
Exactly.
amazing. That's like right on spot right there.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many different ways that it can happen, you know. And the thing is once you put it out there, you know, your manifestation will chase you. It will chase you, chase you, chase you. You
Yes.
know, the other thing, right? Because we do create, sort of our health as well. So start intending as well that you're healthy and that you never catch any viruses. You stay completely healthy. You radiate health. You never catch anything. Your body always fights off anything quickly and easily. You radiate perfect health, right? Really focus on that as well, throughout all of this, because I think it's also, again, using circumstances to your advantage. I mean, in the midst of all this, it was kind of a wake up call going, hey, maybe it's time to work on my health self talk.
Oh, yes.
So like again, instead of resisting it, going, well, wow, you know what, let's start turning around this for the world. I intend that they find cures for any, viruses. I intend they eradicate viruses. That would be nice if, all of this turned into something where, even though it's terrible, let's not resist it, let's use it to our advantage. This means the scientists, they're going to do so much research that we're never going to get the common flu again.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, right? Let's use this all to our advantage instead of resisting it, right? And yeah, just of ignoring it, just acknowledging it, renouncing it, and creating, something new out of it that is going to benefit us even better.
Definitely. Yes.
Oh, so amazing to have you here. And guys, Carol
Yay.
is available for coaching. Thank you so much, Carol.
Thank you for having me.
And guys, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye.